Flag is out. We're going to go green on the next time by.
Oh, this is going to be great, Chase. Look at this, 26th of the best in the strictly pure stock division, getting ready to go green. We got the Bestitos moving that car back and forth, trying to get those tires warmed up, and we'll be getting ready to go on the green. This is going to be an exciting start. So 25 laps will be the distance. This is the first feature of the stock cars for the U.S. Open, 9th Annual U.S. Open. CarQuest is the major sponsor for the event for the weekend, and boy, it's a pleasure to have them on board with us here in Lancaster. Well, ladies and gentlemen, who's your favorite out there? I kind of pick out 1, 2 to 10 that are my favorites. You got one?
1 to 27 of them. I don't know.
Oh, okay, you got 27 out there. I know, that's better. We can't play favorites, sorry. That's kind of like the 50-50. We can't play favorites or split it. I tried to buy the ticket, but they wouldn't want to do that. Well, they're coming off of turn 4. Jipper Ortez looks them over. What do you say? Let's go racing. Green flag is out, ladies and gentlemen. It's CarQuest U.S. Open racing time.
And John Kane in the number 64 taking the early lead on the outside group. A couple of cars in trouble. The 65 in the reverse. The 56 machine of Ben Krentz over at the apex of turns 3, 1 and 2.
Right over there, 1 and 2. Also involved on that was Dan Nyberg in the 65. And it looks like Ben Krentz will get that machine turned around and pointed. Well, he wants a caution flag, and that's not a bad move for a youngster. 17-year-old behind the wheel of that number 56. He says, if I continue on, I'm going to be a long ways down. If I bring out the car. Congratulations to the 50-50 winner, and how much was that? $604. Yeah, I think he pocketed $100 before he got it down there to his wife. No, actually it was $504. Congratulations, and a special super thanks goes out to the Four Score Club for doing such a great job here tonight. And of course, pleasure to have them working with us here in the 97 season. So Chris, Kate, all of you, great job. Loretta, green flag is out. Let's go back racing. Look at this. We got I don't know what you call that, about 4 wide coming off turn 4. 5 to
a wild melee, if you will, back to the pad. Tad Sullivan, the 77 on the outside. Wayne Stevens, hold on to the 71 machine as he's shown around on the wrong way of a one-way street.
And that's the Stevens Collision, Deja Vu Restaurant sponsored 71. Look at this coming off turn 4. We are high, wide, and maybe a bit too handsome as they come down the front straightaway.
And there's the number 13 defending track champion, Danny Bastito, driving the 13 machine. And he won the points battle in the 97 season, the 141 also in the mix. And Marty Hughes trying to make a statement with his 141 pink machine.
You know, and look at this, the Colonel, Morawski goes to the outside lane. He'll make that pass for the 4th position. They drop off the banking onto the front straightaway, the drag strip, and come on down to complete lap number 3 in competition.
And here comes the 84 of Neil Dietz Jr. Dietz will back off a little bit. I believe he has a feature win to his credit in the Wednesday Night Thunder Racing Series. He's right back on the throttle through turns 3 and 4, trying to find some sort of racing room. Sneak peek at the throne off turn number 4. Who's it going to be at the line? Here comes the 5 of Fotia as well. And the 84 getting a little wide and got a little slip-de-doo-dah in turn 2, and he was able to hold on down the back chute.
Slip-de-doo-dah. How about that? Okay, so Dietz brings him off at turn number 4. He's got, look at this, move to the outside lane. That 64 really flies out there. That's John Kane, and John really likes to test that outside lane. He gets a little bit too close to that outside retaining wall to please me, but he's the man behind the wheel, so who's to guess what he's to do or not to do? So anyhow, Neil Dietz will continue to lead. They'll get back on the throttle very quickly, move over flag, and it looks like we got a warning going out to one of the competitors as they charge down into turn number 1.
And the 189 will be the lap traffic. The 13 caught up on the inside. Pat Sullivan in the 77, traveling the high side of the speedway with Danny on the inside, Twin Brother Racing.
That was a little bit on the too high side. He was right up against the foam blocks there. Move over flag once again for the 189 as the leaders come by. So the Holland regular really showing well here early on in this strictly pure stock feature. And he's working off of turn 2 on the back straightaway. Both of those cars are invaders from the outside ranks, if you will, coming in here to challenge the Lancaster regulars for this CarQuest U.S. Open weekend.
And your leader will bring him on down. 8 laps are complete in the books. Fotian, the number 5, shown in 3rd. Here comes Dana Nova. making his return to Lancaster. Currently shown in that 4th spot with Kenny Murowski in the 06, completing the current top 3, I believe.
Yeah, I think he is. He moved into 4th there, and Otaya in that red number 5 is now surfaced into 3rd, and he's going to try to pull up through 2 to close in the gap on those. Lap number 10 at this point, and leaders coming just off of turn number 4, and he'll swing off wide off of turn 4, coming on down to that stripe once again. So that 141 of Marty Hughes, and that car is getting faster and faster as the race rolls on. Now we got Murowski on the back straightaway. That's the black number 06, and he's running, I believe, in 5th position. Leaders coming off turn 4. Whoa, we are a little bit loose that time. Coming up on lap traffic. Look at Otaya has got an opportunity. He's going to go to the inside lane, and right between him is the 27 of Million. And Million goes to the low side of the track, allowing the 64 of John Kane to move to the outside. That's the 2nd place race car. Otaya now has closed in on the leaders, and so has the yellow and blue number 96 of Dana Nova. Now Dana right there, knocking on the door. We got a car in trouble. The 189 of Pyzinski is over between turns 1 and 2, the 189 machine. So he'll be bringing out the caution at this point. We are at lap. Folks there in the grandstand area putting up with the chilly weather here tonight. We at Lancaster really appreciate you joining us here this evening for qualifying for the U.S. Open. Tomorrow is supposed to be a much warmer day. I'm looking forward to it myself, I gotta say that. Also looking forward to the competition here. It'll be the grand finale, the granddaddy of them all here tomorrow for the 1997 closure of Lancaster Speedway. Green flag is out, side by side. Here they come. Boy, this is going to be a wild drag race, because I know that John Kane would like to own that front piece of real estate. He's going to try to take it from Neil Dietz. Neil babbles back on the low side. It's going to be side by side, racing down the back straightaway. Look at Kane go to the outside. He's really going to carry the speed into turn 3. Door handle to door handle, and we're not kidding. Wheel to wheel. They'll exit off at turn number 4, coming off the banking onto the drag strip. This is going to be tough. Hang on. John Kane has really got that 64 running. Black flag warning for one of the cars out there. Not quite sure what that is. Little rough riding, possibly. Look at a battle on the back straightaway, but it looks like it may be Dietz getting the best of that argument. Here comes Dana Nova. He's working the outside groove. The 5 of Otaya on the inside lane. Smoke flies from those cars as they exit. The black flag was flown for Van Krantz. Whoa, a car taking a wild ride. Just missing that telephone pole. Did you see that? 73. Mark Coletta in the 73 taking a wild spin. I thought he was almost going to collect that telephone pole. He's going to spin around a couple more times there in the grass. A little do-si-do for us. Hey, grab your partner, do-si-do. Hang on. Dana Nova with that 96 right up against him. Going to pull out here in front of a serious group of cars. That's the 73 of Mark Coletta. Well, your leader's heading for turn number 3. That's the gray style number 84 of Neil Dietz Jr. Neil leads the pack off at turn 4. He's got Dana Nova now moved into 2nd. John Kane, the blue 64. Mark Otaya, the number 5, the red number 5, is your 4th place machine. The Colonel Murowski now has started to move up into 5th, is starting to close on the leaders. And look at this, one of the fastest cars out on the field right now is Marty Hughes. And we got caution on the speedway. We got a couple of cars, Stevens in the 71, Coletta in... Okay, white flag is out. We're going to go green. This is the final feature of the evening. Until tomorrow. You know, we do invite you to take a stroll over to pits and see many of the drivers and the cars and the crews, and we do encourage that, and we also do encourage you to stop by and talk to many of the drivers. Pace car will drop drop into the infield, and it looks like we're going to get ready. It's going to be a side-by-side restart. So Neil Dietz will be setting the pace, and he's got Dana Nova on the outside lane of that number 96, the yellow and blue machine. Got a strong competitor with John Keane sitting in the back seat there, and Mark Potaya, one of the Lancaster regulars. Green flag is up. The hammer goes down. Strictly Pure Stock Division with the 9th annual CarQuest U.S. Open. Up at turn number 4. Look at this battle for position. We're going to be putting lap number 19 in the record books, and Dana Nova is not giving up. Look at this. He goes to the outside in turn number 1. He steps right out, knocks the door handle off that 84. Side-by-side racing. We're on the back straightaway. Right against the retaining wall. Dana Nova trying to carry the speed into turn 3. It looks like it might work for him. Battling on the low side of the groove. Dietz puts the hammer down with that Chevrolet. He'll exit off in turn number 4. Look to the inside lane. Nova really running out there. Kenny Borowski in a battle for that 5th spot. Marty Hughes in the 141 is going to try to go side by side. He's right up in the back bumper. Gives him a little shot in the shorts as they exit off in turn number 2. Look at this side-by-side race. Oh, look at turn 2. We got cars all over the place. Down into the infield. Smoke flying all over the place. No caution is shown as the cars appear to be able to continue on. Popovich in the number 39. 21 laps are in. We're watching that back straightaway. The 39 checking the field, trying to pull back out onto the straightaway. No caution. We're in turns 3 and 4, back at the apex. Dietz puts the hammer down on the Chevrolet once again. Here comes Dana Nova right to the outside lane. He's right against the retaining wall. Carries the speed down into turns 1 and 2. Just a little short on horsepower. We're at lap number 22, battling on turn for lap 23. This time by, we should get the parallel flags. Your leaders almost side by side, but just a little off the pace is that number 96 of Dana Nova. Mark Potilla looks to the inside, tries to find the room. Parallel flags are out. Neil Dietz behind the wheel of that number 84, the Chevrolet Malibu. Whoa, a car spins in front of him, and caution will fly on the speedway. Dietz, just gets by. It's number 40 of Gary Light. And caution flies on the speedway at lap number 23. So that's going to bring out a very interesting strategy. Green, white, checkered flag. The Metro Chevrolet pace car dives out into turn number 1, right in front of the 84. This is going to bring Dana Nova up on the back bumper for the restart. The 64 of John. And track turn 3 official goes out, indicates got to move in, and Dana Nova now will fall back in the back bumper for the restart. Off the pace just a little bit, he's going to have to close in, or he's going to be a little short on this restart. Green flag is ready. We're coming off turn 4, a little cat and mouse game. Green flag flies, hammer goes down, and he missed the start. Look at this. Dana Nova in the 96 missed the start a little bit, putting him back a car and a half or 2 car lengths. Also opens up the opportunity for that John Kane in that 64. Look at John Kane now make his move to the outside. Dana Nova thought he was going to be racing for that front position. Well, he's going to race for his own position. This time by, the white flag will be ready. One more circuit around the speedway. Down the front straightaway. Dana Nova in second. Kane in third. Dietz, your leader. Down between 1s and 2. Couple of cars come together, making contact out there as they get down the back straightaway. Top 5 looking extremely strong. They're into turn 3. We got a car spinning into the grass. Checker flag will fly. Dietz for the win. Nova for second. Kane, Potaya, and the 141 of Hughes. So we're going to be going trackside with the winner of the strictly pure stock division. It will be the 84 of Neil Dietz. Neil Dietz for the win. Well, tomorrow the gates will open at 11 o'clock. Checking the agenda. Okay, thanks for your help up here tonight. Oops. Okay, so Neil Dietz will be coming down, Jason for the interview. Then we also have a modified coming out for a few hot laps. Chase? Okay, we're going to take the interview to the infield and give a few laps for modified out there.
Feels pretty good. It didn't look so good after the heat race, kind of real loose, but everything came around when it cooled off. All right, come on over here with me. Couple more questions. During the cautions, were you worried at all if Dana Nova would have gotten the start or on the outside groove at all? No, I figured I could give him a little jump on the start. Dana's a real clean driver, and I wasn't too worried about it. Any sponsors you want to thank that make your racing here at Lancaster possible? Yeah, I think that's unlimited. Congratulations going out to Neil Dietz Jr., the Strictly Pure Stock feature leader this evening, 25 laps, was the total distance home, and he had the clincher first. I'll be sending it back upstairs.